long time no see. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while. Um, yeah, sorry about that, but I am back today with my October reading wrap up because I had a very successful month for once. Who would have thought? I read 3 books in the month of October, and they are some of my best books of the year. I'd love to know in the comments what your favourite book of the month was last month, and if you'd recommend it to all of us. Were there any spooky reads? Let us all know. Let's get another discussion going in the comments because it's been a while. I know I've been uploading shorts quite frequently. As I've already said, I upload to TikTok almost every single day. So obviously I recycle them over on here too. But I want to get back into these long format videos for you guys so we can have more of a chit chat in the comments. I miss it. But without any more delays, let's just get straight into it. So the first book that I finished in October was On Wings of Blood by Briar Berlin. This is one of the most beautiful books that I own. I love a good sprayed edge, and this was on my pre-orders for this year, so I was looking forward to this. So if you couldn't already tell, in On Wings of Blood, there's some vampires involved. We have vampires and we have fae, but the main character in this is a half fae called Medra Pendragon. And we kick this book off where she falls onto this new world. She has no idea where she is. The last memory she has is fighting, and I think, yeah, not having a very good end. But she lands on this new world and she's immediately faced with these horrible men. She's met with an army and she's in her most vulnerable position. Now, that's just the beginning of Medra's story. She is then led to this new world and she's bound to this vampire, this high blood vampire. And this high blood vampire is awful. See you next Tuesday. He is an awful man. He is called Blake Pendragon. Not Pendragon, that's her name. He's called Blake Drackharrow. And we start the story absolutely hating him. But when I tell you there is some unexpected twists and turns in this book, please believe me. Yeah. So she is bound to this guy, this high blood vampire, and she is enrolled in the Bloodwing Academy, where she has to learn all about this world that she hates. Because they believe that she is a long lost dragon rider, and she's going to be this half fae to bring them back. But they are so unaware of who she truly is. They think that she's just this dragon rider that's here to save them. But she is so much more than that. And that's what we discover through this story. And it's one hell of a fantasy ride. It is great. There is enemies to lovers. There's dual POVs, which I had no clue about. That shocked me. And I loved this book. I rated it 4.5 stars out of 5. Slightly missed the high mark of a 5-star, but I am very picky and particular with my 5-star ratings. I'm not giving them out easily, but it only slightly missed it because I did find Medra very moody and grumpy. I didn't feel there was much growth to her character. I mean, understandably, she's moody and she's grumpy. She's in a place that she hates, but the development of her character, I feel like, wasn't there for me. There is a book 2, so I have all the high hopes that in book 2 we're really going to delve deeper into her character and know her backstory. I want to learn more, but yeah, on Wings of Blood, I would recommend this to you. It is a chunky one, but I feel like I finished this surprisingly quick. So it is a fast-paced read, very exciting, very thrilling, and it's a very good romantasy. Next up, because obviously it was October, I wanted to deep dive into some spooky season reads. So I thought I'd just slightly dip my toe in first with a very short novella. This is only 100 pages. It is Mapping the Interior by Stephen Graham Jones. If you've been following me for a while, for a little bit, you will know my relationship with Stephen Graham Jones's writing. I pre-ordered the Buffalo Hunter and I was incredibly excited for that book. I was more excited for that than I was for On Wings of Blood. Again, it's another book with a vampire element, but it was a very different vampire to what I've read previously. So I had high hopes for that book. I DNF'd it. I DNF'd it very quickly. Don't want to talk about it, but there could be some DNF redemption in the works. Anyway, I thought I would pick up one of his novellas just to see if I could get on with his writing again. I'd read Buffalo Hunter, DNF'd it. I'd read The Only Good Indians, DNF'd it. I was really giving him a go. You know, I was giving him a good chance. I rated this 2.5 stars out of 5. Obviously, I didn't DNF it, but it was only 100 pages. But again, I found the writing disjointed, confusing, just didn't grip me. It took me 6 days. 6 days to read this 100-page book. I did enjoy aspects of the story. So in this, we follow a 12-year-old boy named Junior, and he's recently lost his father. He lost his father when he was 8 years old. So he didn't really know him, and he had this very blurred image to who his father was. He held him in very high respect, very high regard, but he starts to see his father again. His father starts haunting him, but it's not in a way that poor Junior wanted it to be. So obviously I was expecting the spine-tingling journey because it's a haunted home. I didn't really get that. I felt this was more about the emotions of Junior rather than like a scary story that's gonna freak me out. It made me feel uncomfortable a little bit, just some descriptions, but not up to my expectations of what I had. But I mean, they could have just been too high expectations of a novella. But nevertheless, it just didn't hit the mark for me. A little bit disappointed, but I am glad I read it. But if you do enjoy Stephen Graham Jones's writing, because I know a lot of people do, you could really enjoy this, and it's a very quick read, 100 pages. Yeah, if you like his writing, pick it up. If you don't, maybe, because I still picked it up. So yeah, last, but in no means least, we have The Possession of Albert Diaz. Moving on from Mapping the Interior, where I was hoping for a good spine-tingling story, this one delivered, and it delivered way past my expectations. It blew my mind. So we start this story following Albert Diaz. Her and her wealthy parents are fleeing their hometown as a plague is ravaging it. It is taking a hold of their hometown, and they are fleeing with her fiance Carlos. His family own a isolated mine, so they have this high hopes that they're going to be safe here. They are fleeing a plague. They need isolation. They don't want this plague to take their family. But what they don't expect is for Alba to still be fighting for her life. She begins sleepwalking, have hallucinations. She turns violent, but she just feels this coldness, this dread beneath her skin. Something is taking a hold of Alba. And what she didn't anticipate is for her saviour not to be her fiance, but her fiance's cousin, Ilias. So we have the possession story. We have the dread, we have that creeping feeling up our spine, we have it gripping a hold of our throat. I couldn't put this down. But what I didn't think I'd get from a possession story is a forbidden love story. What? Oh my god. I was on a mission to find a book that was going to tear my heart out, stomp on it, spit on it, make me cry. I needed to feel some emotion from a book rather than being scared or like thrilled or, giggling and kicking my feet. I wanted to feel some real pure emotion, like to cry. And I got it. I got it in this book of all things. I'd been searching and I'm reading, trying to find these books that sound tear-jerking, but I got it in the most unlikely of places, in a possession story. This is obviously a 5-star read. I told you, I don't give this out easily, but this has never been more deserving of a 5-star from me. This is potentially the best book of the year. This could take the crown as the book of the year. This is the book of 2025. And I know you're going to get sick of me. I'm going to keep talking about this book for ages now. I think the reason that it actually brought me to tears and that I cried wasn't only from the story itself, the forbidden love story, and all the events that happened throughout the book. I think it is massively down to Isabel Canos's beautiful poetic writing. The only book that has ever compared on the same level to her writing is A Dowry of Blood. Again, beautiful poetic writing that just bring out these emotions, the descriptions, the details, just the conversations between characters are just, yeah. I need to read everything that she wrote. I need to read everything that she will bring out in the future. She is now on my auto buy list. So please, if you read anything from my October reads, pick this one up first and please let me know everything. Talk to me. Tell me. And if you've read this already, tell me. Talk to me. What did you think? Please. But yeah, this one. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So that wraps up my October reads. I read 3 books. Very, very excited. Back into the swing of things, I can feel. And yeah, let me know how many books you read. I am currently reading, I'm currently reading Mate by Ali Hazelwood. This is the second book in the Bride series. The first one was Bride, where we centered around Misery and Lo. In this one, we come back to her best friend, Serena, and we focus on her story. I am not too far in, but I'm really enjoying it. Tension's great. Definitely another enemies to lovers situation. So yeah, massively enjoying this. This was a pre-order that came in October and I picked it up straight away. Couldn't wait any longer. So yeah, hoping to finish this one very soon in November. And another book that I would like to finish in November is The Small Hands by Susan Hill. You recognise the name. She wrote The Woman in Black. Not read that, but I saw this in Waterstones and had to pick it up. Solely based, obviously, the back. Just this one sentence says, standing before the entrance, he feels the unmistakable sensation of a small, cold hand gripping into his own, as if a child had taken a hold of it. Oh, creepy child ghosts. Obviously picked it up. But yeah, another small novella. So these are my November hopefuls. Just 2. Hoping I can fit a 3rd one in there. Yeah, this is where I'm at with my reading. Let me know in the comments what you're currently reading, your favourite book of last month, and maybe throw in there another book that you hope to finish in November. and I will hopefully see you very soon. Remember, like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.